Just wanted to say, when you become celibate in your relationships, that you tend to have become very surface level, and that's okay. It's okay to save your body. It's okay not to share soul ties with people, because sex isn't the way the world portrays it. It is more spiritual than anything. I believe when you sleep with people, you share and exchange energy. You exchange energy of their ex-lovers, unless they cleanse themselves spiritually and do a water fast, and they abstain from having sex. So keep in mind that it's not just a frivolous thing to be doing with anybody. It's actually very intimate spiritually. So that's one thing I wanted to say. And another thing I wanted to say was, when you follow Christ, Yeshua, and his ways, you will suffer. You'll suffer, you know. It's not easy. It's not easy to get rid of the old person and become a new person. But as you follow the teachings, it will be easier following him. It won't be so much hard work. It is the way that others treat you that becomes the hard work, you know. And being your true self, people will treat you bad because this world is used to fake. It's used to liars. It's used to people presenting to be something else when they're not. So when you tell people things like, yes, I follow God and I'm gay, or yes, I follow God and I have a past, here, let me show it, people will judge you. They will judge you because they're used to fake. They're used to someone not showing their true self, to walk in a path where you come as who you are, and the Father does the finished work in you. He is the only one who can change you. Nobody can change you. You know, that's what people don't realize. We follow Christ and his Father because we choose to, and because we're chosen, you know. So keep that in mind, that this is not an easy walk. It isn't easy. It isn't easy to walk in your realness. It isn't easy to walk in his path, you know. And that is why a lot of people get caught exposed all the time, because they're not living in their truth. And there's a big issue living in your truth. One, you'll be judged. Two, living in your truth exposes many other people. You know, when one lives in a realness, it's like other people will tend to dislike you because you're the person that they're afraid to be. And don't be afraid of that, because the Father asks us to be real. The Father asks us to lay our burdens on one another, to be guided through each other. He says, cast your burdens on one another. He says, bear your burdens. He also says he will carry your burdens. So you don't have to walk around with these things. We are supposed to rest in his arms. I just wanted to share that. And don't allow your flesh to run rampant. Don't allow yourself to run around here angry and cursing and having a lack of appetite, and just allow the flesh to do whatever it wants. Because ultimately the flesh wants to destroy your soul. It doesn't want you to be kind. It doesn't want you to be nice. It doesn't want you to be holy. Very far from holy. It wants you to run around like today's your last day. And ultimately tomorrow's not promised to anybody. But we're supposed to abstain from living life like the wild thing, because that leads to hardship. A lack of self-control, lack of the appetite leads to hardship spiritually. Yeah, that's what I want to say. That's what the Holy Spirit is leading me to tell you guys. And just be as real as you can. The Father will help you. Don't try to be anything you're not. It never works out. Never, ever, ever works out. So just let the Lord use you and let the Lord guide you, because He will. He knows your heart. He sees your heart. He sees your willingness to follow Him and love Him and Him alone. And if anybody says anything mean to you, you go to God and you rest in God. Don't rest in the words of anybody else, because those people are suffering. They're suffering because they're not who they truly need to be. And it doesn't mean go sin and go crazy and say, well, I'm supposed to follow the flesh because I'm being true to myself. That's not what I'm saying. That's very far from what I'm saying. What I'm saying is lay all the things that are contrary to God on the table, and He will help you. That is being